What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for BET Presents The Encore, Season 1, Episode 4. Can you believe we already 4 episodes in? Time is flying by, you guys. And we still ain't got no damn album. Anyway, you guys, the review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so it's right after the big blow up when Misha said that she about sick of the damn twins. Okay, Aubrey says that they're proving that this experiment that they're all participating in is not going to work. Shamari was just like, listen, I don't understand why it has to be all of this. For those of us who are ready to work, let's go work. Like, I'm here to work. I didn't come here just to be sitting around arguing all the time. Like, are you ready to work? Her whole thing is people are dealing with like past issues that they've had with their groups respectively, and they still have to deal with that baggage, but they're trying to deal with it with this particular group of women. So yeah, are y'all ready to work? Well, Aubrey ain't really ready to work. As a matter of fact, Aubrey says she over this shit. Okay, so she goes upstairs, and now it's just Shamari and Irish sitting there at the table. Okay, Shamari said, you got to laugh just to, you know, keep them going crazy in this damn house. I'm not sure what the days are now. They haven't really said. But I'm assuming that they've been there almost a couple of weeks by now. So the one thing we can all agree on is ain't nobody on the same damn page. The twins go out there and they get into the hot tub and they frustrated. They feel like they are doing all the work. They feel like they are unappreciated. What is the problem? One of the twins asked the other. You know, I can't never tell which one. I finally figured out one has straight hair. That's Felicia, right? And then Fallon has the straight hair. Felicia has the curly hair, I believe. But they're like, you know, what's the issue? And she says, well, I think it's intimidation. Misha has made it seem like the twins are after her, but really that's just kind of Misha's personal problem. So she gets into this space where she just feels like, you know, nobody is respecting what she does. But I mean, let Fallon and Felicia tell it. They have more talent than Misha anyway. You know, she just need to get on board. I was just like, okay. And then when she was just like, what like did I say? I mean, she probably is right, but damn. You're just gonna come right out and say it. The thing is, nobody is really trying to say who is more talented. The whole thing is, let's just try to make sure that everybody with their different levels of talent can still contribute to this group as a whole. Everybody uses their strengths. Misha's inside is still in her room, and she was just like, she over the bullshit. She tired of this mess. The twins think that they better than everybody. They done tried her about 8 good damn times. Okay, they got one more time to test her, and then Misha, I guess, is gonna commence to whooping some ass. Now, Felicia says that she thought that Aubrey was on her side, but she guessed not. And I was just like, well, what happened? See, now this is a thing with these reality shows. When they overly edit it, certain shit don't make sense. And it was a lot of stuff in this episode that didn't make sense. It just left me question, like, how did we get here? Like, why all of a sudden are the twins so upset with Aubrey and nothing really happened? I mean, they was all arguing at the table, and really Aubrey was trying to calm everything down while the twins was going off on Misha and back and forth. So I'm not sure why all of a sudden they're feeling like Aubrey has turned her back on them. They cut something out. We didn't get to see it. So this is that annoying quality that reality shows when you can tell that they're trying to lead you into a storyline or trying to guide you, manipulate the audience. We've been watching reality shows long enough to know when it's happening. At least I have. But we gonna stick with what they saying, y'all. So they mad at Aubrey. We see Aubrey in the room talking to Elijah. I was like, no, what, they got Elijah on speed dial? This nigga just show up with, I mean, whenever you staying in the house too, Elijah. Anyway, he's like, what is going on? And she was just like, you know, the twins, like, they just don't know how to talk to people. They not I mean, you know, like they're writers. Like, they used to being in the studio, you know, and writing everything, and they're real passionate about, you know, their work and everything. It's just that the twins don't produce how she would like to be produced. And you guys, this is what I was saying from the very beginning of the show. How is it that we got a member from Danity Kane when people are trying to say that they were an R&B group? Or I don't know if people are saying it, but that's what they're trying to force on us now, when really they were a pop group. And the way that pop artists feel is not quite the same as the R&B genre. So like she was just like, that's not how I want to be produced. Elijah was just like, well, do you trust me? Because, you know, he's used to writing as well. Remember I told you guys last week, I was like, it looked like it got to the point where they don't even want to deal with Elijah and Cosign, and they just want to do the twins music. Well, she is making it seem like, Aubrey is making it seem like the twins are pushing off Elijah and Cosign's music, and that they are just really the ones, you know, like they like, you know, Elijah know what it is when we come in the studio, he know how we get down, and you know, and Aubrey was like, I don't really know who got the bigger balls here, like I don't really care, I'm just trying to get this done. And he was just like, well, wait a minute, you know, when it comes to success, I got more success than they do, you know, I got top 5 hits on the charts, you know, and I'm doing this, and I was just like, I don't even see why it has to be any of that. Her telling him that the twins have been talking about him, we didn't get to see it, so I don't know. That's what I'm saying, like they just really chopped a lot of the stuff up, and we didn't even see the twins ever really talking about it, but it did look like Elijah and Cosign's stuff was getting thrown out. Okay, so I don't know who's responsible for that. But anyway, while they're talking, Irish comes in and she was just like, hey, twin. I was like, no, not twin, girl. No, don't call Aubrey your twin. I've been practicing that, because it's something about like this had to come, the lips, but it's like real. Every time I look at her face, I just be like, so like, why did you do that? Anyway, when Irish comes in there, it was like, hey, twin, and oh, I just love her so much, you know. There's something about them, you know, they connected with each other, you know, she just real cool. And I was like, when did that happen? We ain't never seen Aubrey and Irish hanging out, okay? So they cut that out too. So when it seemed real random that she was coming in there talking about twin and all this, and they, you know, they love each other, I was just like, what? Carlos with that shit. This beef between Kiely and Aubrey is just continues. Kiely is a talk behind your back kind of bitch, okay? Every time you see her, she got somebody huddled up in that damn corner with the cabinets in the kitchen. And she always, you know, she said this and she said that. All right, so she's in there talking to one of the twins, and Aubrey already is pissed from her conversation talking to Elijah. When she comes down, she overhears Kiely talking to one of the twins. Okay, so now Aubrey is pissed. You know what, Kiely, I'm tired of you. You said you were supposed to be the creative director. I came in and did your fucking job. You haven't done anything around here. You supposed to be the fucking creative director. Then do that. I hate people like you that just always want to talk about people behind their back. You just talking shit all the time. And the whole time that Aubrey is going off on her, Kiely is just smiling at her. This is what I told you guys last week. Like, Kiely be having all the vitriol in the world when it comes to them confessionals. She don't say shit when she's confronted. She just sits there. I was just like, oh, where's Big Bad Kiely? That Aubrey looked like she wanted to jump on her. Now the girls are sitting there looking like, oh, Lord, everything is so out of control. Kiely says that Aubrey is a reality show star. She's used to having reality show star antics. So this is exactly what she would do so she could get her time basically on the screen. While Aubrey does that, Kiely is the anti-Aubrey. I said, Kiely, the more that you try to put Aubrey down, it still doesn't make us like you anymore. That's the whole thing. You haven't proven yourself in any kind of way. Why do you think you're doing all this work? So it's a whole bunch of commotion, right? And it's just getting worse. So Sita got to call the girls to the couches. Y'all come on, y'all come sit down. You know, so everybody want to go and sit down and talk to her. And Sita was just like, okay, we here to make a super group in 30 damn days. We got to have 3 songs that everybody is on out of 5 songs that's gonna go on this album. It is definitely not gonna happen if everybody is with the shits. So what is going on with the queen? What's the problem? Shamari says, well, you know what? The girls, we just can't agree on anything. Everybody is starting to feel like they aren't appreciated and we just can't move forward. Sita was just like, okay, well, the whole thing is we got a queen in place for a reason. You guys got to try to come up with something. And if you guys don't agree on it, the queen is going to have the final say. All right. When she said that, Aubrey looked back at everybody like, y'all going to listen to the bitch today. She was looking around at everybody, you know, with them duck lips. She was just like, thank you. The girls need to listen to me. She has shown and proved that she can do this job. Sita was just like, everybody needs to just kind of calm down. Everybody just needs to do their part. Let's get this shit popping. You know, Sita's excited about these 3 damn songs. I said, girl, we ain't even got one song still. We done heard a song every week and we still don't have no songs. And she says the next time that they meet that they gonna have to have a group name. All right, so what should we call the group? Disintegrate, Dissipate, the Misfits, the No-Shows. Everybody is pretty down on the project so far. But it has to be a name that describes them all individually and collectively. We ain't gonna get nowhere with this old woe is me and down attitude. So the twins are like, okay, we gonna have to try to fix the problem that we got with Misha, because it's clear that if they don't get Misha on board, there's always going to be some sort of dissension, because Misha has been the cause of all the arguments. Really, not the cause, but she's been involved in all of the arguments, and she's the one that's kind of got them started. So yeah, we're gonna have to go talk to her. So, you know, she was like, I'm not sure if Misha's gonna even open the door for us, but you know, they go knock on the door and Misha was like, who is it? They were like, it's the twins, you know, do you need some time? And she was like, no, come on in. All right, so she like side-eyeing, like, I don't know what these bitches here for, you know, she don't really trust them like that. But they sit down and one of them says, you know what, you know, you are so talented and we are so happy to be working on this project with you. You know, we are so sorry if we, you know, are making you feel like, you know, we don't want you to be a part of this, because we do. We want everybody to work in, you know, work on this album, like have a space on the album. And even though Misha says that she felt like maybe it could be a setup and she don't really know what these girls is on right now, she's just going to take their word for it. So she apologizes to him as well. She said, it's never been my intention to be causing no whole bunch of shit. You know, I think that you guys are really talented. And, you know, it's like an honor for her to work with them. So even though we just had this big old blow up, now all of a sudden we all good. Ace Boom Coons. Okay, everybody want to hug each other. We hugging each other. And Charlie gets to the point when they leave, they was like, okay, I love you. I was like, I love you. You guys told me that they was Geminis. I was just like, well, y'all damn Geminis out there. Let's switch that shit up real quick. Okay, Irish was like, okay, good. Houston, we don't have a problem. That's fixed. But now we pissed off at Aubrey. Now, Pam says that her convictions are not going to be the same as everybody else's in the house. Okay, the stuff that she's been through, her life, I was just like, I don't know what the fuck Pam has been through. But every week when she's talking about all, you know, that she's overcome, I'm just like, girl, maybe you need to write a book instead of be singing somewhere. You know, maybe you got a story to tell. Shit. She said that God has given her a purpose. That is the reason why she's there, you know. So she goes and tells one of the girls, tells Misha, if anybody is looking for me, I'm down in the studio. Okay. So Pam is about to get to work, because Pam has been led by the Spirit to write a song called God Only Knows. First of all, let me get Pam's voice. Last week I said that she had a deep voice. That definitely was a mistake. I meant to say like a whiny type voice. Somebody said that she has like a baby soft voice. And I said, okay, we can do baby. We can do baby. Let me. So she's in the room with Felicia or Fallon, and she's telling her what she's gotten so far, okay? And it goes a little something like this. You are the God of heaven, creator of all the earth. It's all you know, real baby, good to the God of heaven. The twin is like playing the music on the piano, like trying to get a melody for it, you know. So Pam is over there writing, and hats off to Pam, who at least is trying to, you know, make it happen. She says that, you know what, just like the scripture said, you know, when people are gathered in praise of the Lord, you know, the people will come. And sure enough, while she's down there singing and trying to get this together, the girls start coming downstairs just one by one. They was led by the Spirit, y'all. Do you understand? And Carlos go downstairs. So they get down there and they're listening to the song. Everybody is so moved by the words. So now we're going to give everybody their parts. So we have Pam sing the first part. We have Shamari sing the second part. We have Nivea sing the third part. We have Irish sing the fourth part. Okay, we going to mix Misha up in there as well. Okay, so this is how we go. Pam. You are the God of heaven, creator of all the earth. Shamari. I was like, y'all might as well have gave Shamari the big voice part. She's screaming. But I guess they gonna layer all this up. Then we had Nivea bring it down an octave. I'm into something, something. I don't know what the words were. And then Iris says, you put me first. And I was just like, okay, well. I mean, you know what? The song is cool. It kind of gives me an interlude-like feel. You know, they don't do interludes too much anymore, but back in the day, you know, you would get 2 or 3 good interludes in the album because it was like transitional for a different theme or something, you know, a different, direction on the album. So I was just like, maybe they could have this as an interlude in between other songs, and maybe this wouldn't count as a song, because I was just like, this is not gonna match with the rest of the album. Even though we don't have a rest of the album, but if we was gonna go by the reggae feel that they did the first time, and then the other song that they did the second time, and now we, you know, this skeleton song, like, where does this fit in? You know, nothing really sounds like, but I don't want to knock the shit because this is the first time that everybody seems to be in agreement, okay? The girls are all so touched. Felicia was just like, yeah, I think Pam has been through a lot of things, okay? Battling a lot of demons, and she wants to make up for them, you know? So this is her way of doing it. I mean, I guess. But I just still wasn't feeling like, you know, the song was, I don't know. It's just, you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, it don't fit. But anyway, continuing on with the singing, we had Misha. You are the God of heaven, creator of all the earth. Even because you could get the words. I said, we need to be having Misha just go over the words over and over and over again. You are the God of heaven, nothing more precious than your worth. Ooh, that's so high for me, you guys. It's funny because I can sing very high or I have to be low, but that mid alto, it's rough. It's rough. Even when I don't deserve it, still you show me what I'm worth. And the girls is like, yes, yes, honey. They love it. It's beautiful. All right, we all on the same page except for Aubrey. People are crying and everything. Aubrey is sitting there on the couch and she laid back. She laid back, got her legs crossed. And the whole time she just sort of sitting there like, you know, while everybody else is crying and feeling the spirit, Aubrey was just like, yeah, no. I was like, I knew she wasn't gonna be with this. The child probably didn't need to be on the show in the first place. It's a bad match. Aubrey was just like, you know what? Everybody is feeling good. This, you know, everybody is on the same page and everything. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You know, for my fan base and the people that fuck with me, like, I don't really fuck with this like that. She's exhausted just from being bored, just sitting around and doing shit that this is not what she came here to do. But Pam is still feeling the spirit. I was cracking up because on Instagram this morning, Ashley posted when she was crying, you know, because she was saying how even with all of the bad things that she's done, you know, out there wilding and cutting the fool, you know, she's just amazed that God still loves her. And, you know, she's like crying, and Kiely reaches out to almost touch her, and then she was just like, oh no, forgot, you know, can't touch her. She don't want you touching her. That's gonna make her feel like she gay. She just kind of nips her on the shoulder like, girl, it's gonna be all right. Everybody is crying and all this, and yeah, it's a big love fest except for Aubrey. Kiely was in the confessional, of course, saying once everybody figures out that Aubrey is full of shit, then you know what, Kiely won't even have to be, you know, screaming from the rafters that Aubrey ain't doing nothing. Now it's time for Kiely to show and prove, I guess. So she sits down with the choreographer, okay? And they're just trying to, you know, she's just trying to give her ideas, what she was thinking for the group and all. And while she's in there talking to the choreographer, here come Aubrey with her big old, you know, poster board and her vision and what she was thinking and everything. Kiely was just like, yeah, babe, I was still talking. Everything is babe, which really gets on my nerves when people say things like that. It's so condescending. Don't call me babe. Aubrey was just like, yeah, I don't really care. She sat down and she completely took over the meeting. Now the choreographer just turns to Aubrey and starts doing everything. And Kiely, oh, you so big and bad in them confessionals, but you can't figure out how to overrule Aubrey coming in here and interrupting your meeting, huh? She has the track list order. She feels like this is the way it needs to go. Then all of a sudden, all the rest of the girls come into the room. So they're just sitting there talking, and we're talking about the songs. So, well, we got Leave, Don't Go. We have Skeletons. And she said that that's going to just be her and the twins. Remember, Aubrey and the twins. Remember, I told you guys at the beginning that Shamari probably would end up on that song. And sure enough, Shamari was just like, oh, I want to do that song. Okay, I want to get in on that one as well. And Aubrey is looking like, no, I don't want to do that because, you know, we don't want anybody else feeling left out, you know, that they're not on the song. So everybody was just like, we fine with it. Shamari was just like, y'all gonna have a problem with me being on the song? They was like, no. And she was like, okay, well, I'm getting in on the song too. I like, oh, yo, almighty queen, you are not doing your job. They are not listening to you. Even the twins was like, we so happy you got in on that song. You know, it's just like, don't let nobody tell you that you can't be on the song, but you the guys done told everybody else that they can't be on the damn song. Girl, it's nothing but contradictions on the show. I said, ooh, that Aubrey is mad, you guys. She wanted that song to just be her and the twins, and she could feel her little pop-like music on that one song at least. And now that's falling apart. I was like, Shamari is a good addition. Like, I feel like Shamari can be just as popish as the rest of them. So what's the problem, Aubrey? Now, as the queen, she has decided that, you know what, in the interest of time, let's break everybody up. So we'll have a certain group of people go work with the choreographer, and the rest of you guys can work on the song. So since the twins and Shamari and Aubrey are going to be doing Skeletons, they're working with the choreographer. And it's, you know, there's some little, you know, and so they doing a dance on their chair. They bring their legs open and they come back around this way and they do one of these things. It's supposed to be sexy, I'm supposing. Get down on the floor, bring your feet up like this, sitting up, one of these numbers. We getting all of these 1-2s together, and the girls are getting it except for Aubrey is not there. Now, Aubrey is the queen, and Aubrey is the one that called this rehearsal like this, but she is not even here. Aubrey is in the bed snoring sleep. At the same time, we see the girls in there. They're still working on the song. And this is also part of the layering that they're going to be doing. We got Irish in there. God of heaven, all the earth. The song is very mew mew pew pew-ish. So it's like, it's, I don't know, you guys. I just can't quite get it. I know you are the God of heaven, creator of all the earth. Even when I don't deserve it, somehow you show me what I'm worth. You are the God of heaven. That's the background. All the earth. So that's the song right there. What y'all thought about the song? Was y'all getting all moved the way everybody else was? Or were they just having a moment? They have many moments on the show, and then it just, nothing comes of it. They gonna tell us next week that they ain't using this song either, watch. While they're down there still practicing the song, Pam sees Aubrey. She's sitting down on the floor, and she's just watching, and Pam was just like, are you gonna go and work with the girls in the choreography? And she was just like, no. Pam was just like, okay, I don't really know where Aubrey is with everything, but Aubrey ain't with them. Now, I don't know how Aubrey was in there with the girls when they was practicing the song, and then all of a sudden she was back in the bed and she was asleep and everything. But Elijah's working with them, and he's telling them, you know, how they need to sing the song and all of this. Pam sings her part again, and then she's like, okay, we got everybody. All we need is for Aubrey to come and lay her tracks. Then we'll have one song done with everybody on it, because Pam took herself off of the song last week because they were saying these hoes is talking. You guys saw when Misha said that her nipples get hard when she was just like to a gospel song. So we having fun, right? Elijah was like, let me go get Aubrey, get her to come sing, you know. So he go knock on the door, and he was just like, I need you to come and lay your tracks. And she was just like, oh, I just woke up. I don't know if my voice is ready. He was like, yeah, you're gonna be all right. You know, come on in here. You got the big voice, so we need you to give us like full voice, heavy vibrato. She get up there in that studio, and I was just like, again, this is where the cultures is starting to clash. So she's gonna be the one that, like, you know, when they have the ad-libs at the end, when everything gets really big and it's supposed to be the emotional climax of the song, and you know. So she's going to come in and say, I'm nothing without you. Hey, I'm nothing without you. Okay, Aubrey came in there and said, I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without you. I said, y'all said you wanted her to have big voice. Nigga, this is the biggest that you gonna get. He was just like, no, that's not it. You don't have to overly complicate it. It's just, I'm nothing without you every time. Then Aubrey says, I'm nothing without you. Can't make it without you. Girl, you is changing the words. It's da 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 da. And she's going, I'm nothing without you. You gotta have like the bounce has to be there, like, I'm nothing without you. Cause you the choir, right? This is it right here. I'm nothing without you. Child, she just can't get it. I was just like, you know, both him and Fallon or Felicia, whichever one it is, they both just sort of like, Lord have mercy, we gonna get this child to get this song together. Ain't nobody really feeling it, but you know what? They do their best with what they got with Aubrey, and that's one song down. We got Skeletons. That's 2 songs down. We still got to do 2 more songs with all of the group and another song that's, I guess, open to consideration. Now, Cinnamon comes to the house because she wants to hear what the girls have done so far. All right. So we sit down with her. And the first song they play is God Only Knows. And strangely enough, Cinnamon likes it. That is a good song. Well, what do the kids say? That's 5. Cinnamon signs off on that one. What's the next one? Skeletons. You can lay your bones on the one side of my pillow. I got room for skeletons in your closet. I was like, that shit sound country to me. I mean, everybody seems to think that this is the most beautiful song. I still got to hear the whole thing. But anyway, while they're listening to it, Cinnamon hears something and she says, who's that? And they say, oh, that's Aubrey's part. All right. Aubrey is not getting the cadence right. She's not on with the timing of the song. The same problem that they were having with the gospel song, that she can't get the beat. Okay. So Cinnamon was just like, okay, I really like the song and all, except the only thing is Aubrey, the timing is wrong. Maybe she don't need to be on the album. I was like, well, damn, we couldn't try to work with Aubrey. You just all of a sudden, they're like, we think that Shamari should be on the song. But Shamari is already on the song. So now you guys are talking about cutting Aubrey off of the song and putting Shamari in as all of the parts that Aubrey would sing. Shamari was just like, yeah, I don't know about that. Like, I'm not trying to be the girl that kicks somebody off of their own part, steals their part. That creates a lot of issue as well. But you can see how this happens in the music industry. Like, somebody just comes in and be like, okay, no, not you, now you. And don't worry about how the dynamics within the group is going to, you know, how that affects everything. So this is how shit gets fucked up in these girl groups too, I'm sure. Cinnamon explained to them that, you know what, when it comes down to an album, a girl group, you have to do what's best for the album. So basically, the twins was just like, yeah, we've been having problems with her. She been pitchy. She ain't been keeping the notes. She can't keep the timing. Yeah, she's off. And I was like, well, damn. Shamari was like, Aubrey's going to be pissed. I said, you're right. She is going to be very pissed. So now it's clear that Aubrey has checked out. It almost makes it seem like she's just trying to get off of the show in all of this time that she's been away from everybody else. But they just keep on saying that she's out asleep or some shit. But, you know, Misha was just like, I don't know what's going on with Aubrey. You know, she be gone all this time and then she come downstairs and she be all made up and dressed up. And then she come tell us that she ain't doing something else. Aubrey comes downstairs and she says, you know, the Queen's mandate is that they're going to have a party tonight, you know, and that, you know, everybody get all gussied up and all, and we're going to play a game of secrets. Okay. And then she says, and I have a stomach ache and I'm not going to be, you know, in the event that I'm not there, I am going to pass on my queen-like duties to Irish. Okay. Because you guys know they're twins. And they was just like, how you giving a party and you're not going to be there? And she was like, well, that's why I passed on my duties. You know, I just don't feel well and all of this. So now they just like, oh, so now you just really trying to abandon the group. And of course, Kiely is loving it again. Okay. Aubrey is proving her right. That she don't do nothing. And she said, and you know, as the queen, once the girls really truly realize that she's not doing anything, they're going to be like, off with her head. You know, Big Bad Kiely in the confessionals. We're going to call her Confessional Kiely from here on. So the girls get all dressed up. Everybody looks nice. And we down in the room, and we've got these card of secret questions. And people are supposed to, you know, answer them and tell their biggest secrets or whatever. Iris was like, I don't know how I came to be the queen. Well, because you twin, remember? So anyway, she gonna play the game. So, you know, they pulling the cards. It's fun. What's your biggest celebrity crush? Okay. Pam was just like, Lenny Kravitz. Then one of the twins was like, oh no, I had to say Idris Elba. And then you guys are not gonna believe my TV went out. And I was just like, oh my God, am I gonna miss the last 10 minutes of the fucking show? It just all of a sudden blacked out. So I don't know what happened, but then by the time it came back, it was in the commercial. So I was like, okay, maybe I didn't miss much. When it came back, the question was, who should be replaced? Now, let me tell you guys why I have a problem with this question here. What do you mean who should be replaced? Who is in any position other than the queen? Okay. Are you guys saying who should be replaced on the show? That question was specifically meant for people to say to kick Aubrey off as queen, because who else is somewhere for you to replace them? The only way that you could say replacing somebody is replacing them out of the house. So I was just like, that's how these producers are setting this shit up. Y'all already just wanted to just kick Aubrey off. Even though Aubrey ain't doing shit. Okay, so I mean, I understand why they added now, but that question still was set up for that. So, you know, one of the twins was like, I think we need to kick off Aubrey. Okay, she's either all over the place or no place to be found. And Kiely comes on and she says that Aubrey is an emotional terrorist. And I was just like, why are you so damn dramatic with everything? Now, why is the girl an emotional terrorist? These girls ain't studying Aubrey. Shit. Iris was like, Kiely is trying to turn everybody against Aubrey, which she is. But like I said, you making somebody else look bad doesn't make you look any better. And yes, Aubrey hasn't done anything since she's been queen, but you ain't done shit since you've been on the fucking show. We still see you, Kiely. You is not fooling nobody. So Shamari was just like, yeah, let's vote her out. So I think that on the next episode, well, I hear that Aubrey is supposed to be leaving the show. And I guess that will happen on the next episode. So they ain't even going to have to probably vote her out. Does anybody know if there's any truth to that? Because if it is, then they ain't gonna have to worry about voting her out because she's gonna be gone. And I think that'll work better in the show in the long run anyway. Now, Aubrey is on the phone while all this is going on. She's crying to a friend and she was saying, you know, I'm in a group with these girls and, you know, these girls are not dancers and that's fine, but I want to be in a group of dancers. I'm sharing a room with a sneaky snake and, you know, she's a Cancer and everything is dramatic and, you know, chaos. And I was like, she's still sharing a room with Kiely? No wonder everybody stayed pissed off the whole time. How you supposed to get your energy right at the end of the night if you got to be in the room with that bitch? Don't nobody want to sleep around a person that gets on your damn nerves. Like, I need to have peace at least in my bed. So she's upset. At the same time, the girls are downstairs and they're trying to figure out what is going to be the name of the group. Revolution, as in Prince? No. Evolution. Nivea says, you know, it needs to be something that's like, you know, shows like We Are the Blueprint or something. And somebody was like, Blueprint. And then she was just like, yeah, I'm fucking with Blueprint. All right. So Blueprint it is. I thought it was going to be Encore. So they like Blueprint. Everybody agrees on it except for Aubrey, of course, because she's not there. You know, Kiely, surprise, surprise. Like, I'm here. Wherever the work is, you know, wherever people need me, then I'm always there. I was like, always there doing nothing but throwing shade and hating. And you get on my nerves more than anybody on the show, including the twins. At least I know how the twins operate now. So I can fix myself to be the way that the twins are going to be. Okay. But Kiely is a stab a bitch in the back type of girl. So I ain't feeling her at all. Y'all let me know though if Aubrey is supposed to be leaving the show. And also, did you guys pick up on the fact that it was heavily edited and certain things just did not make sense? What week are we in? Is this the second week? Is this the third week that they've been there? Like, what is, I need to know. Somebody let me in on it. I know one of y'all. All right, you guys, let me get off of here and get back to work. Oh, my throat is sore from all that saying, child. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. I started to update my bars again, my bottom bars, you guys. I was like, Roxanne, at least put your information in there for these people. So it's in there again, you guys. But anyway, let me get on. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.